What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel here. We're diving right into it. We have something ridiculous to talk about. Have you ever heard the term gaslighting? If you don't know what gaslighting is, I'll just briefly read it. Gaslighting was coined from the 1938 British play called Gaslight, in which a husband manipulates a wife into thinking she's crazy by slyly and slowly changing the intensity of the gaslights in their home when she was left alone. He does this in an attempt to make her believe she cannot trust her memory. So basically, he alters the light, tells her the light is the same, and she starts to go crazy. He gaslights her. It's really insidious. Gaslighting is here we go. Here's another definition from Google. Gaslighting is an insidious form of manipulation and psychological control. Victims of gaslighting are deliberately and systematically fed false information that leads them to question what they truly know to be true, often about themselves or about the world, the country, whatever the case may be. I'm going to show you modern day gaslighting on a scale that's unimaginable. You're not going to believe it. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button. I'm back here. Yeah, we're doing politics. Politics is important. We are losing this country. Freedom is hanging by a thread right now. It's hanging by a thread. The people who are telling you that democracy is about to be lost are the people who are destroying democracy. This is unbelievable. Let's get into it. All right. So our president today put this tweet out. Now let's remember what happened yesterday. The Colorado Supreme Court, 4 unelected judges decided to remove Trump from the ballot. We'll see if it sticks. Still, the fact that they even are trying to do it is just mind-boggling to me. Instead of giving the people there the right to vote, they're just taking the person's name off the ballot. That's unbelievably not democratic. So for the people who scream Trump's a threat to democracy, it's kind of amazing that they're taking democracy away. What? All right, listen to what this guy said today. And I tell you, man, I wasn't happy with 2020 and what happened, and I was willing to give this guy a chance. As a matter of fact, look at this tweet he even put out back then saying that he was going to unite people, and he promised to be the uniter, right? He has turned out to be not just not that, but the epitome of dividing, you know, like what this guy is doing. All right, let's get back to this here. His current tweet. Trump poses, this is unbelievable. Trump poses many threats to the country. The right to choose, civil rights, voting rights, and America's standing in the world. But the greatest threat he poses is to our democracy. If we lose that, we lose everything. Oh, okay, but so let's go into that a little bit. So Trump poses a threat to the country. He poses the right to choose and voting rights, while this guy is taking away the right to choose and voting rights. You can't make this up. You can't. And I understand when he says the right to choose here, he's speaking about specifically abortion, which I'm actually pro-choice, but within reason. But let's just take it literally. The right to choose and voting rights. He says Trump is a threat to that, while he takes away voting rights and the right to choose. You can't make this up. Stuff like this blows my mind. So I went through the comments here, and I'm going to post a few for you. What blew my mind is I scrolled for about 20 minutes when I first saw this tweet. Now, this came out last night. I didn't get to see it till this morning. There, I did not find one tweet of support. Not one agreeing with this tweet. 5.3 million views. It's relatively viral. Not one. And it's ratioed. I believe there's about 44,000 likes. Okay, it's close to ratio. There's 34,000 comments. Horrendous comment to like ratio. That's horrendous. I didn't find one agreeing with this. Now, I even saw some Democrats on here, or some independents, whatever you want to call it, or not Trump supporters, I'll say, disagreeing with this tweet. Let's read a few. From the hero himself, Scott Presler. If you don't know who he is, this man is literally a one-man army in Pennsylvania right now out there registering people to vote, exposing corruption, doing it all by himself. If you looked at him with his long hair, you would think he's a liberal. This guy's a hero. Look into Scott Presser if you don't know who he is, man. This is what heroes are, Scott Presser. But anyway, what his tweet is pretty poignant. You pose an existential threat to the country. So not Trump. He's saying Trump's the threat. No, you are. You won't secure our border, which lets in guns, FBI watch list terrorists, drugs, and some of the most horrendous human trafficking on little boys and girls that we've ever seen. Your weak leadership inspired Putin to invade Ukraine, which is absolutely accurate. How many Ukrainian men have died because of that? And Hamas to attack Israel. You spend recklessly and increase inflation, which is accurate too. Ian Miles Strong, this is called gaslighting. That's what made me, I was like, you know what? He's right. This is gaslighting. You're saying the other guy's doing what you're doing. Here, Sean Farash. I'm not sure who some of these people are, but I'm just reading them. The right to choose. Like choosing who to vote for? You took away that right in Colorado. Your people. Voting rights? You kidding me? Gays for Trump. So remove him from the ballot? Because in a democracy, we can't trust the citizens to vote? I wrote, you're a liar. You and your administration are destroying democracy. How dare you even say this? Joey Manarino, you are literally stealing our country through the fake-ass Colorado courts. Shibatoshi Nakamoto, this has a lot of 164,000 views. We should remove him from the ballots and also remove everyone except you, right, Joe Biden? From all ballots and let you be the president until you die to preserve democracy. So remove everybody else to preserve democracy. I scrolled through, I had to have been over 100 of these, trying to find someone that agreed with this. Not one. And I even saw some people who were like, this is a bad look. I even saw like some people you could tell are Democrats or maybe not Trump supporters, and like, this is not a good tweet. You should take this down. Sometimes I'm just at a loss for words. This. How is this happening? How could we have a president, saying that the guy who is my opponent will take away your right to choose and your voting rights, while he's taking away your rights and voting rights? What do you think what's going on here? Are you aware of the gaslighting? Do you not care? You hate Trump so much that you don't care? You'll go along with ending everything? Because I'm going to tell you, here's my warning to you. Here's my warning. One day it'll happen to the president, or candidate, I should say, that you like. Remember, it always, what goes around comes around, I guess you could say, or the bill always comes due. And one day, maybe both sides are going to unite really behind somebody, which I'm starting to see here happen, by the way. There's a lot of people who, even in my day-to-day life, who didn't vote for Trump, who are like, you know what? We could use him back right now. I don't really like the way he talks, but my God, things were so much better. So you're starting to see like a coalition happen, and to hold on to power, they're willing to destroy everything. That's what scares me the most. These people, the establishment, are willing, and I'm counting Republicans in there. I hate Republicans. All right, so like the establishment class are willing to destroy the country, destroy this experiment in freedom, to hold on to power. That's what scares me. We have to unite, at least in knowledge, to understand the level of gaslighting that this tweet represents. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have common sense.